Wobin arrived home and walked in on Tiana watching TV. She quickly stood up, greeted him, and added that she had been waiting for him so she could go home. Wobin just looked at her without saying anything. Tiana, worried, asked if he was okay and if he had a bad day on his first day at the office. Wobin told her to join him on the bed for a drink outside. They both stood by the balcony and he handed her a beer. Tiana smiled, telling him that she hoped the beer would help lift his mood, as it was evident that he hadn't had a good day at the office. Wobin looked into her eyes and asked if there was something she wanted to tell him. Tiana, confused, stated that there was nothing she wanted to tell him, and that she didn't understand what he meant. Wobin handed her his cell phone. Tiana took it and looked at it, her heart almost stopping when she saw her TikTok page. She dropped the bottle of beer on the ground, not knowing what to say or do. Wobin, keeping his eyes on her, asked why she would do such a thing. He asked if her being nice to him was just a way to do all this behind his back. He moved closer, gazed into her eyes, and asked if she had a crush on him. Tiana immediately denied it, saying that it wasn't like that. She stated that she felt really embarrassed that he had to find out what she had been doing. Wobin, snapping and getting angry, told her that she really needed to understand who he was, that he had a business he was running, and that him being online like that would destroy his reputation. He stated that he didn't like his kindness being taken for granted. Tiana, almost in tears, apologized and stated that she only did it because she wanted to appear as though she was winning and having a great time in Korea. She added that back in her country, especially growing up, she was bullied. She just wanted people to think she was having a great life and had a loving man in her life, and that there was no ill intention behind it. She also said that she was happy for him and Yuna, and had never really wished anything to happen to them. The content she posted was just to prove a point to people who used to look down on her. She immediately dropped to her knees, pleading and begging Wobin to forgive her for what she had done. She acknowledged that she knew it was wrong, and that he had been so nice to her, and that it was selfish of her to do such a thing. Wobin told her to get up. She stood on her feet and looked at him, seeing how cold his gaze was. Wobin told her to leave his house, and that he would go talk to her bosses to let them know he no longer needed her services, as they had agreed. He told her to take down whatever videos or pictures she had posted about him and make a statement that everything was a lie. He added that he would also make sure his organization published a PR statement about it. Tiana agreed and promised to do so. She looked at him one more time, still apologizing, and walked out, leaving Wobin standing there, hurt that the person he thought was a friend and had always asked for advice from was actually in his life because of a hidden agenda. He walked to the kitchen to get another beer. He opened the fridge and looked at the cake Minsu had baked for him. He still didn't want to eat or touch it. The cake meant a lot to him, and if it were possible, he would keep it forever. He then touched his tie, remembering that Yuna had bought it for him. He thought about cutting the cake and figured that maybe if he did, it would be a sign that he had finally let go and was willing to give himself to Yuna fully. He placed the cake on the table and tried to cut it, but he couldn't bring himself to do it. He laughed a bit, thinking about how insane he seemed, and told himself that it was just a mere cake, as Minsu had stated. As he gathered the courage to cut it, Sunjin walked in.